Good morning. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. Now, I hadn't got my crock pot out in a while, but I decided to get it out this morning because I wanted some soup to, to cook, and I wanted to go pull weeds in the meantime. So I've pulled weeds, and I've come back and check on my soup. Now, I guess you can, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. I've made it's a soup that has tomato in it. I'll tell you what I got in it. Salt and pepper, of course. And this is my leftovers. I had a little bit of vegetable left over from last night. Some Brussels sprouts, I believe that is. And I got a can of whole tomatoes that I tore up. And an onion, and I did put some bacon in there, about an inch of bacon. Cut off the end to let it simmer in there early on and give it some flavor. And I pulled that out because it didn't look too good floating around in there. But my tip is going to be this, and it dawned on me. I kept saying, oh, my crock pot is old. My crock pot's old. And I probably need to go get a new one because it's not heating up and it's not warming up. But it dawned on me this morning that it's my fault. What I'm doing is I'm wanting this crock pot to charge up, and I'm putting cold stuff in it back to back. And so it takes hours. First off, my leftovers from the refrigerator was cold. My onion was cold. My bacon is cold. So everything's cold, and I'm wanting this thing to just get to boiling, but it's not doing it because it's my fault. So what I've done is I decided to change the way I was doing it a little bit, and I'm gonna lower y'all down to my counter, and I'm set my carrots out to get room temperature. And my potatoes, they're still cold. And I'm going to peel it in front of you. I don't know. You know, everybody knows how to peel a carrot, I guess, but some people might not. This is just a little, like this, you go one way and it peels it really fast. Or you can, I have one that just a single handle. And you can do potatoes that way if you like. But I guess I'm just become lazy, and I just peel my potatoes. Now these potato skins can be fried and eaten, or throw them in a pot, and you can throw all this here in a pot and let it boil, and you can get you some vegetable broth. I mean, that's what they do in the restaurants. They don't throw away all their scraps. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to cut up the carrots first. I'm going to cut them up to a bite size. It's just my preference. Some people like them broken just in half. And don't buy those for soup. Don't buy those little bitty ones and think, oh, these are all done and everything. I just throw them in. No, they don't have any flavor. Those are for a salad. Those are flavorless to cook. Okay. Now, I got them in a bowl here. Normally, I just chunk them in the water. But I realized that I'm my enemy because they're cold. And I don't want to get around 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock then. No, it's not done. What I'm going to do is I'm microwaving them. I'm not trying to cook them. I'm just trying to heat them up. This is something I never did, and I complained about my crock pot. Oh, I got to replace it. I even went as far as looking for one, and I thought, no, why should that crock pot? It's not burned out. So anyway, it's me. I should not put cold things in a crock pot and expect it to charge up and boil right away. Let's see if that warmed them up. Yeah, oh yeah. They're warm. Now I'm gonna take them over here and I'm gonna dump them right in the crock pot. Then I'm gonna come right back over here. Takes a little more effort, I guess. And you know, usually I'm just cutting and dropping. I peel, cut, and drop right into the pot. But the smaller you cut them up, the sooner they'll be done. You like large chunks, it'll take longer for them to cook. But if you make them too small, you might just lose them. They'll just cook away, unless you want some of them to cook away. And sometimes that is it's pretty good into the broth. Okay, but I'm gonna cut them like this. Y'all like, whoa, she gonna cut her hand. You know what? I've been cutting food up and working in the kitchen since I was 3 years old. Grew up in a big family, and people work, all of us. Whoops, y'all excuse me, I done left out a potato. And I love potatoes in my soup. That's what I look for. My husband does too. Okay, now you can do different things to this soup. You can add spaghetti at the last, cooked in another pot by itself, then add. Or you can, which I don't really like to do that because it turns to mush, but you can add beans, you can add rice. Okay, let's get over here. Let's get over here and let's give this a charge. Let me go again. That's not really that warm. Okay, now right here, you can buy these as soup beans, or I actually might have bought a bag and put in there, or not. I don't think so. But these are when I have too many beans I'm gonna cook, I just put them in this jar, and then when I go to cook, I just grab a handful, put them in my soup. And that's what I'm going to do today. They're multi-beans. Like I said, you can buy them in a bag as soup beans. And they're all different kinds. But this is truly all different kinds. Okay. These are warm. And we're going to put them right into our crock pot. Okay. And I'm going to get a handful of my beans. Better take the lid off first. Oh, there's every kind of bean in there, even green peas. Black-eyed peas. Oh, I love the flavor black-eyed peas give a soup. Now, I put about 3 handfuls, and that's enough. I'm going to stir, make sure. Yeah, I don't want this real thick, because this go round, I want some soup, liquid soup. Okay, I'm going to tighten it back up. This is just an old jar. I've had this old set of jars for a long time, and I've put different things in it, rice and things like that, if I have too much rice, stuff like that. But, yep. And make sure you use a cloth like me. Make sure you don't get that cloth down there when you close it, because, boy, it'll suck all that liquid out and ruin your soup. I'll taste it later and see if it has enough salt. But anyway, that's my tip on that. Heat that stuff up first. Don't be like how stupid I was for years and like, oh, that stuff's not boiling up. I don't know if we're even going to eat tonight. We'll have to make a sandwich. Yeah, But no, warm it up and then put it in there and it will cook. Then you can go on your way, you know. If you leave the house, going to a store, I would put this down on warm, you know, real warm, and might even take this cloth off because this adds a lot of heat. And this is just a kitchen towel. And anyway, like I said, I went out and pulled weeds in my front yard and my front garden around those flowers, and had this going. But anyhow, that's my tip for the day, and it was great talking to you. Bye-bye.